Hello and hi everyone. I am back again with my video on the topic trigonometry, and in this class we are going to talk about the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. Okay, we are going to talk about the different angles, for example angle 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. We are going to learn how these angles are derived and they are concluded into a chart. Okay, so let us start with the trigonometric ratios of 45 degree. You can see a green triangle, a right angle triangle ABC. So in this triangle ABC, right angled at B, one angle is 45 degree. Therefore, the other angle which is left, that is the third angle, has to be 45, because we know that the sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 90 degree. So BC is equal to AB because it acts as an isosceles triangle over here, because my base angles are 45 each, so my sides have to be equal. So by Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to BC square, which is equal to A square plus A square, which is equal to 2A square. If I find the square root of 2A square, I get AC as A root 2. So by using the definition sine 45 degree, I know which is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. So the value will be A divided by A root 2, which will give you 1 by root 2. Same way for cos 45 degree, you will get A by 2 root 2 again, so which is equal to 1 by root 2, and tan 45 degree is equal to A by A, which is equal to 1. Okay, in the same way we will find the values for cosec 45 degree, which is equal to the reciprocal of 1 by sine 45 degree. We will also find the values of sec 45 degree, which is equal to root 2, and cot 45 degree, which is again the reciprocal of 1 by tan 45 degree, so it is equal to 1. Okay, let us move to the derivation of 30 degree and 60 degree. Now for this, we need to consider an equilateral triangle. Okay, what is an equilateral triangle? Let me just revise with you all. An equilateral triangle is a triangle whose all sides are equal and all the angles are equal. Okay, so consider an equilateral triangle ABC. Since all the angles of an equilateral triangle are 60 each, therefore my angle A, angle B and angle C all will be 60 each. Now we will draw a perpendicular AD from angle A to the side BC. Okay, as you can look in the figure. Now my triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD through RHS. Okay, since this is a 90 degree, angle formed is 90 degrees, so they are congruent by RHS. And we know, since the two triangles are congruent, so their corresponding sides and angles are going to be equal. They are equal. Okay, therefore the side BD is equal to DC, and also angle BAD is equal to angle CAD by CPCT, which stands for corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So ABD is a triangle, right triangle at D, okay, with angle BAD as 30 degree and the last angle, that is my ABD, as 60 degree. Just look at the figure, you'll be understanding it more clearly. Okay, your angle D is 90, we got A as 30, so 30 plus 90, 120, so 180 degree minus 120 will give you 60 degrees. This is how we get. Okay, now let us suppose side AB is equal to 2A. Okay, now we are going to suppose that the length of my side AB is equal to 2A. So what will happen to all the sides? Since it's an equilateral triangle, so all my sides will be equal, so all are 2A each. What will happen to the side BD or DC? Both are equal, so they will be half and half, so that means 2A divided by 2, each will be A and A. Therefore, AD square is equal to AB square minus BT square, which is equals to 2A square minus A square is equal to 3A square. Therefore, the length of my perpendicular AD is equal to A root 3. Now we have sine 30 degree as A by 2A, which is equal to 1 by 2. Cos 30 degree is equal to a by root 3 by 2a, which is equal to root 3 by 2, and tan 30 degree as a by a root 3, which is equal to 1 by root 3. Okay. In the same way, when we get the three ratios, the three angles, you know it is very easy to get the values of cosec 30 degree, sec 30 degree and cot 30 degree, since they are the reciprocal values, so it will be very easy for you to get. Now we need to find the angles for 60 degree. So 60 degree is also very similar. Okay, since we were talking about angle A, so it was 30 degree. Now since we are talking about angle 60 degree, so we have to move our eyes to angle B. So as I told you in my previous video, your perpendicular will change and your base will change. So sine 60 degree will be equal to AD by AB in this case. So A root 3 by 2A, which is equal to root 3 by 2, and cos 60 degree will be equal to half, and tan 60 degree will be equal to root 3, and other three ratios corresponding to it you can find. Okay. Now let us move to the very interesting part of how to derive 0 degree and 90 degree. Okay, this you have to understand the concept first. Let us see what happens to the trigonometric ratios of angle A if it is made smaller and smaller in the right triangle ABC till it becomes 0. As angle A gets smaller and smaller, the length of the side BC decreases, the point C becomes very close to point A, and finally when angle A becomes very close to 0 degree, AC becomes almost the same as AP. Okay, that will be very clear when you look at this triangle. As you can see the triangle, what is happening? Your P decreases, that means your perpendicular. Okay, it goes on decreasing from the first triangle to the last triangle as your angle A is made smaller and smaller at every point. Each point, you can see in the first figure, the triangle angle A has some ratios, have some degrees, but in the second picture or the second diagram, you can see angle A goes on reducing till it becomes 0. Okay, so you are seeing in this whole picture your angle A is decreasing to 0 and almost your side BC is becoming 0. Okay, so when I have to calculate my sine theta, cos theta and tan theta, what will happen? Just see. When angle A is very close to 0 degree, BC gets very close to 0, and so the value of sine A is equal to BC by AC is very close to 0 degree. So when angle A is very close to 0 degree, AC is nearly the same as AB, and so the value of cos A is equal to AB by AC is even close to 1. This helps us to see how we can define the values of sine A, cos A, and we take sine A as 0 and cos sine 0 degree as 0 and cos 0 degree as 1. Okay, and tan 0 degree is equal to sine 0 degree by cos degree, you know, so the reciprocal will be the value of cot 0 degree, which is not defined. Okay, so I hope these triangles which are formed will make your concept clear on this topic. Now let us move to the other case where the trigonometric ratio of 90 degree, what happens when your angle A is made larger and larger in this case. Okay, we will again have a set of triangles as you can see in the picture, but in this case we will see the different sides goes on decreasing and which two sides are constant. Okay, now let us see what happens to the trigonometric ratios of angle A when it is made larger and larger in triangle ABC till it becomes 90 degree. As A gets larger and larger, angle C gets smaller and smaller, and therefore in the case above, the length of the side AB goes on decreasing. The point A gets closer to B, and finally when A is very close to 90 degrees, C becomes very close to 0 degree, and the side AC almost coincides with BC. So to make this concept clear, let us see to this picture, to this slide. There are different triangles, positions of triangles. So when we look at the first triangle, we have a complete picture of a right angle triangle. Okay, in the second phase of the triangle, you can see what happens. Your base, that is AB goes on decreasing at every point. So what is happening to angle A? Angle A is becoming larger and larger. Okay, you can see the inclination of angle A. From there you will come to know what happens to angle A. From the first picture till the last picture, you can see the inclination of angle A is bigger, larger. Okay, and after this point, what will happen? This angle A will totally coincide on angle B, so which is already 90 degree. So what will have? There will be a point where your angle A will be equal to angle B, which is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so at this point, what happens? Your BC is constant and your hypotenuse is also constant, but your angle B goes on decreasing at every point. Okay, therefore trigonometric ratios of 0 degree and 90 degree we can write as, when C is very close to 0 degree, angle A is very close to 90 degree, side AC is nearly the same as side BC, and so sine A is very close to 1. Also, when angle A is very close to 90 degree, sine C is very close to 0 degree, and the side AB is nearly 0. So cos A is very close to 0 degree. So if we define sine 90 degree is equal to 1 and cos 90 degree is equal to 0. Now we can see in this present slide that trigonometric ratios of the specific angles are given in a tabular form, in a table format. Okay, so you need to by heart this table, because every time you need not derive the ratios and solve the sum, you need to remember. So what will happen? Once you are thorough with this table, every time you need not derive the relations or the ratios, and you can simply, if you remember, if you memorize these values of cos 0, 30, 45 and 60 and all others, you can simply put on in the questions, okay, asked, and you can solve. For example, let us see a question. The concept will be more clear. In a triangle ABC, right angled at Q, PQ is equal to 3 and PR is equal to 6. We have to find angle P and angle R. So how do we do? PQ is 3 and PR is equal to 6. Therefore, PQ by PR is equal to sine R is equal to 3 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 2. Now you need to remember, or you need to just recall, for which value of sine you get half, that is 1 by 2. So we know that for the value 30 degree, sine 30 degree, your value is half. So you have to write your R is equal to 30. Now in a triangle, if one angle is 90, you have got your R as 30. So what will be angle P? Definitely the sum has to be 180 degree. So your angle P will be 60 degree. This is how you calculate. Okay. Let us move to the next slide. This is another example. Okay. If sine A minus B is equal to half and cos A plus B is equal to half, and the condition given is that A plus B is greater than 0 but less than equal to 90, that means it's a complementary angle. Okay, the sum has to be less than 90. So, and also given as A is greater than B, and we have to find values of A and B respectively. So how do we do this sum? Just see the solution. Since sine A minus B is equal to half, therefore we can write for which degree of sine we get the value half. So we know that for 30 degree we get the value half for sine 30 degree. So we are going to write the equation as, we'll remove the sine from both the sides and we'll just write A minus B is equal to 30 degree. Same for cos A plus B also half. Therefore A plus B is equal to 60 degree we are going to write. Okay, for which value of cos we are going to get half, so it is 60. Now we will take both the equations, A minus B is equal to 30 and A plus B is equal to 60. Now we can see plus B and minus B gets cancelled and you get 2A is equal to 90 degree, where A is equal to 45 degree, and again you can take this value, substitute in any of the equations, either the first or the second, and you get your value of B as 60. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a nice day and bye.